Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Beth, and for today's video, I am picking up where I left off in part 1 of my What Will I Choose series for the Fall 2025 FabFitFun box. So in part 1, I covered categories or customizations 4 through 7. So today we'll be talking about customizations 1 through 3, and then I may or may not do a customize with me where I talk about possible refills that have been added, in addition to the FabFitFun picks, which are just kind of featured items in their add-on store. So if that all sounds good to you, make sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell if you want to be notified of any future videos. And I think that's it as far as kind of housekeeping. I want to keep this pretty short and sweet. So let me scoot over to this side, I guess. So let's talk about customization 3. So since I filmed, they did let us know what the price of additional items would be. So I tried to note that in my part 1 for those categories, but I'll let you know kind of going forward here. And they also let us know what the swap for credit will be. So if you are an annual member, you will be able to swap out certain categories for a credit that you can use, I think, in the add-on store. Okay, so for category 3, I just say category instead of customization because it's fewer syllables and easier to say, but I'm using them interchangeably here. So for category 3, the additional choice pricing is $14. You can swap for credit of $11. So those are the figures there. The first item here is the Dr. Jart Cicapair Tiger Grass Corrector, 50 milliliters and SPF 30. That has a $54 value. That must be a big one. That's 1.69 fluid ounce for the Americans. It says this moisturizing green to beige Korean color corrector powered by Centella asiatica extracts instantly neutralizes redness for a smoother, more even-toned complexion. It calms, hydrates, and protects with mineral SPF 30, making it a skincare meets sun care essential and a cult favorite for lighter skin tones. We'll talk about that in a minute. So it says to apply to clean, moisturized skin, warm a dime-sized amount between hands, then gently press and blend into skin. The cream will change from green to beige as you blend, evening out skin tone and neutralizing redness. So it says you can use alone as a color corrector for a natural makeup look or use as a primer and follow with your favorite foundation if more coverage is desired. It says if you have drier skin, use a richer moisturizer like ceramide cream before applying. So this is titanium dioxide 2.8% and zinc oxide 5.8%. So I think the main thing with this one, so unfortunately this one does have some essential oils, which depending on your tolerance may or may not be a deal breaker. It has like lavender oil, grapefruit peel oil, that kind of thing. For me though, I have used this in the past. I tried to find either a really old jar in my stash or a sample kind of laying around, but I wasn't able to. But I will say for my skin tone, so if you're a skin twin, I think this was a little bit deep. So the color match was not great, and the fact that really it's only going to turn one shade. So I would highly recommend kind of looking at reviews, looking at swatch pictures. I would say it's probably best suited for light to medium, maybe. I think if you're fair or deep, it won't work for you. So that's just kind of a limitation of the product. It's not a FabFitFun issue because I think they only make it in one shade. So yeah, that's going to be a pass. That is US only. So the whole milliliter thing doesn't really do us much good anyway, but I'm assuming that's because it does have an SPF rating, and SPF regulations are very kind of country specific. So unfortunately, that will not be available to those of you outside the US. Moving on, we have the Glow Recipe Guava Vitamin C Dark Spot Serum. That has a $45 value. It says, formulated with vitamin C and guava, this gentle serum fades dark spots and even skin tone while boosting radiance. It works across all skin types to prevent future discoloration, all without causing irritation. Expect a brighter, more even complexion over time. So you get 1 ounce or 30 mil. It is vegan and cruelty-free. It says, apply 1 to 2 pumps onto clean skin and gently pat into skin for optimal absorption. Apply daily, morning and night, and follow with moisturizer. And then it says, following morning application, apply sunscreen. For sensitive skin types, use 3 to 4 times per week and gradually increase usage. For maximum potency, store in a cool, dry place out of direct sunlight. So this is actually a pretty decent vitamin C serum. I'm thinking of picking this one up. So normally with vitamin C, the issue is that they're using kind of citrus essential oils to get the vitamin C. This one uses, I think, ascorbic acid as one of the main forms of vitamin C. So I'm thinking of picking this one up. I haven't been using a vitamin C recently, but I know vitamin C can do good things for your skin. Personally, I don't think I am sensitive to it, but if you are, just proceed cautiously, I guess, when you try it. So no shipping restrictions on that one, so that's good. Okay, so next up we have another Rare Beauty product. This is the Soft Pinch Luminous Powder Blush in Cheer, Hope, Happy, or Joy. So you have a choice of 4 shades here. Has a $27 value. And it says this weightless blush glides on smoothly, creating a natural flush that looks like it comes from within. Its richly pigmented formula includes shimmering pearls for subtle dimension and glow. Build it up or diffuse it easily. No chalkiness, just a soft, radiant finish. And Cheer is apparently Selena's favorite blush shade. So vegan, cruelty-free, paraben-free, non-comedogenic, and suitable for sensitive skin. It's 2.8 grams. So it's a baked powder, and apparently it has a high percentage of finely milled pearls. No shipping restrictions. So I do have one of these shades. I have the shade Hope, which I believe is described as a nude mauve or mauve. So I haven't applied this yet, so I could apply it for you on camera. I think some people have had issues with this either arriving broken or breaking in transit. So if you do pick this up, just know that it may be a little bit more fragile. But yeah, I did pick this up. I didn't pick it up when it initially launched because the idea of a blush this shimmery wasn't like super appealing to me. It's very, very smooth. But I did pick it up to compare to the new blushes that they released. So this is the same shade in Hope. I think I do prefer this formula, so I have a review if you want to check that out. But let's apply this to the cheek. So just using a rougher number 5 and kind of going in with a light hand here. I didn't apply any blush or bronzer or anything because we do have a bronzer to try out as well. But that's what the blush in Hope looks like. So I think, again, I'll probably pick up one or more of these shades just to have more shades to demo for you guys. But I don't know, if you're kind of on the fence, just know that it is extremely reflective and shimmery. So if you have texture or in general you're just a little bit shy about that kind of thing, just know that this definitely does have some shimmer to it. I did apply a contour, so that's kind of at the bottom of my cheekbones. I used the Slouch contour stain, basically. Yeah, so hopefully that is helpful for you guys. Let me scoot over here. There's 2 shades that they didn't include. The shades Truth is a mauve maroon, and the shade Love is a terracotta. Next up, we have a jewelry item. So this is the Electric Pix Camilla necklace in gold or silver, $68 value. Again, I do like and appreciate that they included both gold and silver options here. It says, add understated sparkle to your everyday style with this charming necklace. Plated in 14-karat gold or sterling silver, it features a 16-inch chain with a 2-inch extender for customizable length. Delicate yet eye-catching, it's perfect for layering or wearing solo. And the charm itself is 0.3 inches. And there's cubic zirconia stones. So I do like this. I'm tempted to pick this up. It's very kind of Van Cleef coated. If you ask me, I would probably get the silver. That one is a maybe. My major hesitation, besides the fact that it's just plated, I guess, is that it's at most 18 inches, and I really don't like, very short necklaces on me. I just don't like the feeling. So I would definitely probably wear it at 18 inches rather than 16. 16 on me, I think, is too short. But anyway, I think it's cute. So that's it for that one. Next up, we have the Modern Picnic Lunch Bag, $40 value. It says the stylish structured lunch bag doubles as a chic accessory and a practical cooler with its insulated, wipe-clean interior. Magnetic closures keep your items secure, making it ideal for carrying meals from work to weekend adventures, effortlessly combining function and fashion. So it's 14.96 by 10 by 1 inches. It says hand wash, wipe clean, and it's mostly, I think, polyester. So I like the general, I guess, idea of this. In fact, I liked it so much that I already have something similar. So this is my current lunch bag. So I'll show you. I got this off of Amazon. I think it's about 15 or 20 bucks. And for me, this is better than what they're offering. It has a pocket in the front, as you can see. It also has a zipped pocket in the back. If you want to slide anything down there, sometimes I put my phone. It has a pocket on this side with some elastics. You can stick a can or a water bottle. Also on this side, and it has this little, I guess, zippered compartment that I don't really use, but I don't know, you could stick something into it. I think it does come out that way for whatever reason. It also had a strap, which I took off, so in case you want to put it over your shoulder. And then the interior does zip close, and it has this kind of, I guess, almost seamless lining, so you can wipe it out pretty easily. I just have like a koozie in there. So yeah, the fact that this zips close is kind of the major selling feature for me. I think this one has like a drawstring and then a magnetic closure. But otherwise, I think mine is better. So I'll link this one for you if you want to check it out. I just got it off Amazon again for like 15 bucks. And I'm sure they have the dimensions on the listing if you want to compare. But yeah, I'm going to be skipping on that one. The lunch bag I showed you also has different colors and patterns if you want something other than basic black. So moving on, we have the Citrine Cream and Sugar Set plus Talking Tables Pumpkin Salt and Pepper Shaker Bundle, $75 value. So it says featuring a sleek ceramic creamer pitcher and lidded sugar pot. This set from Citrine adds a refined touch to your coffee or brunch setup. Its clean, modern design blends well with any kitchen decor. Pair it with the Talking Tables Pumpkin Salt and Pepper Shaker to add some fall flair to your home decor for the season, while keeping it chic and neutral. So the cream and sugar, I'm guessing they're about 2.75 in diameter, maybe, by 3.875 inches high. The salt and pepper shakers are about 2.4 by 2.4. The cream and sugar containers are microwave and dishwasher safe. It says it may get hot in the microwave, so go figure. The salt and pepper shakers, it says this is not a toy, which is what made me laugh. Hand wash only, wash thoroughly before use, blah, blah, blah. Salt and pepper not included. So I'm not going to tell you how to use a cream and sugar set or a salt and pepper shaker for that matter. They are made out of ceramic and there's no shipping restrictions. So I'm gonna skip on these. I just don't have any need for them, really, so I'm just going to skip on them. But if you want some cute little, I guess, fall touches for your table, they could be cute. I think some people were saying the pumpkin salt and pepper shaker kind of look like garlic bulbs. So just note that if that would bother you. Someone might remark upon it. But yeah, I'm going to be skipping on those. Next up, we have the Stony Clover Lane zipped card case. Has a $48 value. It says bright and compact. This flamingo pink card case keeps your cards, ID, and cash neatly organized. The durable gold hardware adds a polished accent, and its slim profile fits easily in any bag. A playful yet practical everyday essential. So it measures 5.5 inches by 1 inch by 4 inches, and you just wipe clean with a cloth that's made out of nylon. I'm gonna skip on this. It's not really my favorite color, if I'm being honest. I know Stony Clover Lane is a well-regarded brand, so I'm sure it's good quality, but it's just not something that really appeals to me personally. But if you enjoy pink, then you may like a little card case like that. Next up, we have the Carasilk Multi-Benefit Hair Oil, $35 value. It says a lightweight yet nourishing hair oil that blends biomimetic silk and shea oil to deliver smoothness and shine. It offers powerful heat protection up to 230 degrees Celsius or 446 degrees Fahrenheit, seals split ends, and tames flyaways for frizz-free hair lasting up to 72 hours. Completely vegan, this hair oil from Carasilk is a versatile addition to your hair care routine. So it says 1.6 ounces, and you apply into towel-dried hair or dry hair lengths. Towel-dried or dry hair lengths. I'm guessing that means slightly damp or dry hair, which I talked about with the Bondi Boost product. And then you leave in. It does have silicones, shea butter, etc. It says it cannot ship to the UK. I'm not sure why that might be. Maybe it's a brand like restriction in terms of distribution. But yeah, I'm going to skip on this one. I think I have plenty of hair products kind of like this that I don't need to pick this one up. I think I have the Amika one that's like a hair oil heat protectant, so I'm going to skip on this one. And then finally, for customization 3, we have the Arrows digital offer. 3 months access to Arrows, a matchmaking platform, $297 value. It says Arrows is a video-based matchmaking platform designed to curate matches, plan virtual first dates, and lead to deeper, more meaningful connections. No endless swiping or scrolling, just real matches and intentional first dates. See arrows.com for more details. You'll get a unique link to access Arrows from an email. This will take you directly to Arrows, where you'll begin your experience. You create your account by entering your email and setting a password. Then you build a profile by sharing a bit about yourself, verify your identity, and let us know when you're available for a video date. From there, you'll start receiving up to 3 anonymous match profiles each week. So I don't know if that's like three people or 3 times you'll get like a set of people. It says your matches are curated specifically for you without names or photos up front. Choose the match or matches you'd like to meet. If both of you say yes, we'll schedule a 30-minute video date. When it's time for your video date, simply log in and enjoy getting to know your match. After the date, fill out the feedback form to share how it went and whether you'd like to see that person again. If both of you say yes to a second date, we'll follow up with next steps. And that is US only. That's interesting. I feel like each new dating service needs to come up with a unique spin on things. I wonder if they got started during the pandemic. It's definitely giving kind of Zoom date vibes. I am married happily I think we're on 8 years now. So I won't be partaking in this, but I would love to hear anyone's experience. I just watched The Materialists after it came out on demand, and I really enjoyed it. I know it was a very popular movie, but I guess it was a little bit more more nuanced than maybe I thought it was, just based on kind of the spiel that people were giving. If you don't know, Dakota Johnson plays a matchmaker in the series, and it's kind of about her saying up front that she just wants to marry a rich guy, and her ex-boyfriend of like 5 years is like a struggling actor. So it's kind of that struggle, basically. But anyway, I think it was a very good movie if you want to check it out, if you haven't already. So that's it for customization 3. For customization 2, so additional choices will be $17, and the swap for credit will be $14. So the first item here is the Ilia Light Shift Cream Highlighter in Glint or Daze. Has a $38 value. It says this luminous highlighter starts as a silky cream and transforms into a weightless powder for a natural glow that lasts up to 12 hours. It's boosted with powerful antioxidants and clinically proven to help protect skin from pollution. Choose from Daze or Glint for a soft, blurred radiance that looks lit from within. And this is a cruelty-free, vegan, and formulated without fragrance or gluten product. You get 7.8 grams, which is a pretty good size. So it says, using a brush or your fingers, gently press highlighter where skin catches the light. Tops of cheekbones, tip of nose and chin, brow bone, and Cupid's bow. So it has caprylic capric triglyceride as the first ingredient if you are sensitive to coconut derivatives. And I don't have this particular product, but I do have the bronzer that I'll talk about in a minute, and I believe this is the same size, probably the same component, I'm guessing. So for a highlighter, like I said, I think it's a pretty good size, especially if it's the same as the bronzer. And I think the component is the same as well. So it has a mirror. It's not like the most luxurious kind of packaging I've ever encountered. It just has like a snap closure, but I think it's good enough. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. So I think I will be getting the shade Glint is the lightest one. I thought it was interesting that Ilia makes this in 3 shades and they chose to include 2 of them. I'm glad that they did the lightest and the deepest, hopefully to kind of capture as wide an audience as possible. So yeah, I will definitely be trying that out in my unboxing video. So moving on, next up we have the Ilia Sunshift Cream Bronzer, like I mentioned. There are 4 shades in this, so they did include all 4 bronzer shades. There's the shades Eclipse, Ray, Rise, or Bask, $38 value. It says this cream to powder bronzer delivers buildable sun-kissed warmth with a blurred, seamless finish. The non-comedogenic, ultra-blendable formula wears up to 12 hours and never looks glittery. In a clinical study, users said it instantly looked glowy and effortlessly melted into skin while blurring imperfections. So I kind of take those kinds of studies with a grain of salt, and no shipping restrictions on this one. So as I said, I do have this product. And I will say the brush I think that they market to go with this is kind of similar to like the BK A507. This is the travel size. Here we go, this is the full size. And this one is mostly clean, it's just kind of stained. So obviously I'm kind of applying this a little bit backwards. Normally I would go in with my bronzer before my blush, but that's what the shade Eclipse looks like in the pan. I kind of picked this up because I wanted to compare a lot of the cream bronzers that were on the market. I will say I don't think this is my favorite. So, you know, if nothing else in this category interests you, or the additional cost of, was it 17? You know, you're getting kind of $21 off the retail price, and you really want to try this, then maybe. But I think personally, I would prefer a little bit more of a like matte formula. So yeah, not my favorite. And of course, going in with a shimmery blush and a shimmery bronzer is kind of a lot here. I think if you are interested in a cream bronzer, I still really like the Mario, Makeup by Mario one. And we will have a Sephora sale coming up here. So yeah, this is my Makeup by Mario. You can see I've hit pretty sizable pan on it. But if you like a more kind of shimmery, radiant bronzer, that is what Eclipse looks like on my skin tone. So I don't think I'll be trying any other shades. I think I did pick out the one that probably would suit me the best. And like I said, the finish is just not something I am necessarily super into. Okay, so moving on, we have the Nia Ariana cardigan in either small, medium, large, extra large, or plus, $98 value. It says, lightweight and soft to the touch, this button-up cardigan is a cozy staple for cooler days. It layers beautifully and keeps you warm without compromising on style. A timeless go-to you'll reach for every season. So it looks like it's a bit oversized. They're saying small, medium is like US sizes 2 to 8. Large, extra large is US sizes 10 to 14. And plus is 16 to 22 US sizes. It says to machine wash cold, gentle cycle, and dry flat. It is made out of acrylic, nylon, and wool, with acrylic and nylon being 92%. So I'm going to skip on this. There is another apparel or clothing item that I'm interested in category 1. So I think I'm going to skip on this. I do like the color, but I just don't wear cardigans as much anymore. And I have developed a strong preference for natural fibers. So I'm going to be skipping on that one. Next up, we have the By Adina Eden Emerald Green CZ Baguette Earring and Necklace Combo Set, $110 value. So you get a necklace with 2 kind of ear climber studs there. It says, add a pop of color to your jewelry collection with the By Adina Eden, yeah. Emerald Green CZ Baguette Earring and Necklace Combo Set. I'm mad they made me repeat that phrase, which is not easy to say. This vibrant duo features a playful mix of round and baguette cut stones, perfect for layering or making a bold statement on their own. So the necklace, it goes from 15 to 17 inches, I believe. And it looks like the necklace kind of gems, I think they're the same pattern as the earrings. So those measure, I believe, 5.5 millimeters by 18 millimeters as far as like the actual like stones go. It's 14 karat gold plated brass with CZ stones. I kind of like this because it looks very like Wicked Wizard of Oz coated. I don't think I'd wear these though, to be honest. I think I would appreciate them on other people, but I don't think I would personally get a lot of use out of them. So I'm going to be skipping on those. I do tend to prefer silver jewelry, and I already told you about my kind of necklace length preferences. And I also like necklaces where there is like a pendant that can move. I kind of get annoyed sometimes when it's like static within the necklace chain and you have to keep like adjusting it so it's in the middle. So anyway, those are just my kind of personal issues. But I'm going to be skipping on that. Next up, we have the Elemis Pro Collagen Marine Cream, $94 value. It says, clinically proven to boost hydration by up to 248% in just 1 hour. This lightweight gel cream deeply moisturizes and improves firmness and elasticity. It leaves skin looking smooth, rejuvenated, and ready to go makeup-free. It's a luxurious anti-aging essential that delivers serious results. So it's 30 ml, which I believe is about 1 ounce. And it says, to be used every morning after cleansing, warm a pea-sized amount between palms, gently smooth over face, neck, and décolleté in upward strokes. So my major issues with this one, so the first 2 ingredients, water, glycerin, caprylic, capric triglyceride. It has some shea butter, but in any case, it does include like essential oils and fragrances, which personally I am sensitive to. If you're not, and you like Elemis, then go for it. Next up, we have the First Aid Beauty Retinol Eye Cream, $44 value. It says this multitasking eye cream targets fine lines and wrinkles while nourishing delicate under eye skin. Powered by squalene and ceramides, it supports the skin's moisture barrier and suits all skin types. Gentle and effective care your eyes will love. 0.5 fluid ounce. And it says you can use it AM and PM. I think generally the recommendation is to only use retinol products at night because they can make you more sensitive to the sun. But I'm pretty sure I have this product. It looks like they might have repackaged it. I'm not sure if the ingredients have changed. So, take what I say with a grain of salt, but in any case, I did try this again the other night. I kind of took it out of my skincare stash, and it didn't cause me any kind of irritation or sensitivity. So if you do want a retinol eye cream, I think the ingredients kind of check out. So I think that might be a good option for you if you're looking for a retinol eye cream. I don't know if they say so specifically, but if you are using retinol for the first time, try to incorporate it gradually. Maybe even patch test it on your arm just to see if it causes any irritation before you kind of go in, especially if you have a big day or something coming up. But in any case, I think First Aid Beauty is generally a pretty solid brand. No shipping restrictions on that one. Next up, we have the 8 Other Reasons Vegan Leather Slouchy Bucket Bag, $149 value. It says crafted from faux pebbled leather with a suede-like lining. This vegan leather slouchy bucket bag blends function with everyday style. Dual straps and an open main compartment make it easy to grab and go. It's your effortless, elevated companion for daily errands or nights out. So it measures 13.75 inches wide by 11.5 inches high by 5.5 inches deep. And the shoulder strap, I guess, has a 13.5 inch drop. Spot clean only with a damp cloth, keep out of direct sunlight, and it's made out of vegan pebble leather. So, as I already said, I have a preference for bags that close securely, so I'm going to be skipping on that one. And the same goes for this next bag, which I think style-wise I do prefer. I like the gray over the beige. But the next one is the 8 Other Reasons Betsy Slouch Tote in stone, has a $129 value. It says with a relaxed silhouette and rope handle, this Betsy Slouch Tote in stone is equal parts edgy and refined. It features an inner pocket and black cotton lining for a touch of contrast. The soft texture and neutral tone makes it a minimalist favorite. And that one measures 11 inches wide by 6 inches high by 8 inches deep. And the shoulder strap has a 13 to 18 inch drop, so I guess you can kind of customize it. It has a suedette material, whatever that means, with a cotton lining. As I said, if it's zipped closed or something, I might be tempted, but I just use, here I'll show you. This is my everyday bag that I take shopping with me. It's a Longchamp, one of the pliage, whatever. But yeah, it zips closed, has a shoulder strap I can use for crossbody. And if I'm going to work, I just have my backpack that I put all my essentials in. So yeah, I'm not really a bag girl, so I kind of keep it simple. So skipping on that, the next one is the Noon and Moon Cherry Lacquer set of 2 mugs, $76 value. It says this bold set of 2 mugs in cherry lacquer brings color and character to your morning routine. Durable and beautifully finished, they're as functional as they are gift-worthy. Perfect for coffee, tea, or simply brightening up your kitchen shelf. 8.6 ounces each. They are dishwasher safe and microwave safe and made out of ceramic. So these are cute, but we don't really use kind of traditional mugs anymore. Like my husband and I both have an Ember mug, which I've been drinking out of. These have like a heating element that keeps your drink hot. So once you have that, it's really hard to go back to a standard ceramic mug. I mean, we have some in the cupboard just in case, we have a special beverage that we want to put in there, or we have company or whatever. But Yeah, we both kind of stick to that. So I'll be skipping on that one, but they are cute, especially if you want to go into the whole dark cherry kind of motif they have in this box, or you just want some cute little mugs for your like coffee station or whatever, but I'm gonna be skipping on those. So next up we have the Orbe Serene Scalp Oil Control Dry Shampoo Powder, $46 value. It says a weightless powder that absorbs oil, dirt, and buildup on contact while helping regulate sebum. It supports a healthy scalp microbiome and keeps oily-prone hair fresher for longer. Ideal for stretching your wash days without sacrificing scalp balance. So 1.6 ounces, vegan, cruelty-free, and paraben-free. Yeah, it's a dry shampoo powder. The first ingredients, I mean, there's like cornstarch, rice starch, etc., tapioca starch. I might get this. I'm not really a huge dry shampoo user. This one is like a powder that you kind of shake out. It's not like an aerosol can or whatever. I do really enjoy the way that Orbe products smell. And sometimes when I'm traveling, I do tend to reach for dry shampoo more than other times. And I think having a powder like this is a little bit more travel friendly. So yeah, I'm kind of tempted by that. I might just do a quick recap at the end. But yeah, that one's a possibility. And then they also have another Orbe product here. This one is the Orbe Serene Scalp Oil Control Treatment Mist. Has a $58 value. It says the sheer lightweight mist keeps your scalp feeling fresh and clean between washes by controlling excess oil. It detoxifies and defends against environmental pollutants without weighing hair down. Your blowouts will last longer and your roots will stay lighter. So 4.2 ounces. And this one, it says, in clean, damp hair, mist directly onto scalp and massage into roots. Style as usual. For best results, use after every wash. So this one, I'm not so bothered by oil or whatever on my scalp that I feel like I need to go for this. But if that's a real struggle for you, then maybe you want to try out that product. Okay, so next up we have the iconic London Prep Set Glow in Original, $32 value. It says this refreshing mist combines hydrating cucumber and calming chamomile extracts to leave your skin with a natural radiant sheen. Use it to prime your face before makeup, lock in your look, or simply brighten bare skin anytime. Fully vegan, it delivers glow on the go without any fuss. So you get 4.2 ounces or 120 milliliters. And it says, shake the bottle for 5 seconds to reveal luminosity. For the best results, close your eyes and using sweeping motions, mist evenly across your face. Allow to dry and get ready for some beauty sleep. Need to look your best? Use Prep Set Glow to hydrate your skin overnight. Simply mist it before bed as the final part of your bedtime beauty routine. So it does have fragrance, it has water, glycerin, cucumber fruit extract, has some caffeine in there, which is interesting. So let me plop this into the Beautypedia. I feel like there's always one product where I didn't do that yet. So I think the only thing they flag is the fragrance, which I kind of expected anyway. I do have a small travel size of this. I intended to do an iconic London video at one point, which I guess I never got around to. This is 30 ml or 1.1 fluid ounce, so kind of the little travel size. The full size, again, I think was 4.2, so roughly 4 times the size. And you can kind of see there's those little balls in there that'll help mix up the product, but it does have the mica or whatever minerals they use to give it that look. So shake it up. It's very pretty looking, isn't it? So let's see how this does. Obviously I didn't do it before makeup. It doesn't smell bad. It's not something I love, but it's not anything I hate either. The mister on that particular one, you can kind of see there, is not the finest maybe. And I already had a pretty radiant blush and bronzer situation going on, so I don't know how much you'll really see in terms of a difference. So for me, I kind of, I guess, like it more in the bottle than I do on my face. But if you've been curious about the product, you can pick it up. I just remember when I was first flying to London, like in the, oh gosh, early 2000s, they always had iconic London products in the Sky Mall catalog. Let me know if you remember when that was still a physical catalog. So I was always kind of like coveting those products and just, you know, interested in them. But now that they're kind of readily available, not as many people talk about iconic London, I guess. So the last product here is the Playground Playdate Massager, $35 value. So this one says, mighty, magical, petite, and powerful. That's Playdate. The silky and soft silicone massager has a whisper quiet motor and 10 intensity modes, offering a range of sensation every woman deserves. Made with medical-grade waterproof silicone, enjoy up to 90 minutes of play per charge. So it measures 3.94 inches by 1.4 inches. Wash between uses with gentle soap and water. Do not soak. Best if used with lubricant. Do not use while charging. It's made out of ABS and silicone. That one is US only, I'm guessing because of like charging issues. So I don't think I will be picking this one up. This isn't that type of channel where I will be reviewing those types of products. I don't know if they didn't include it in the spoiler video that the FabFitFun staff posted on YouTube because it was a more recent addition, or if they just took pity on them and didn't make them talk about a massager on camera. But yeah, let me know. I saw that Harry Styles, his Pleasing brand, is now coming out with that type of product, which, I mean, go figure. I think that was kind of the logical progression of that brand anyway. But moving on, for customization 1, additional choices will be $18. The amount of credit you can get for swapping will be $15. The first item is the Mela Artisans Scalloped Edge Wood Board, $100 value. It says handcrafted by skilled artisans in India using sustainable mango wood. This scalloped edge wood board brings a stylish twist to any table. Its scalloped edge gives your charcuterie spread a unique elevated look. Whether you're serving food or displaying treasures, it's a beautiful piece for entertaining and an even better gift for your favorite host. So it measures 16 inches by 10 inches by 0.75 inches. It says, hand wash your board after each use, never submerge it in water or put it in a dishwasher. Dry your board immediately after washing and store your cutting board in a dry place. So I'm going to be skipping on this one. I'm not serving, I guess, charcuterie often enough to need kind of a special board for it. I think we might have something anyway. Probably something we got from Costco. But yeah, if you want to add this to your kind of fall entertaining plans, just note that it is a charcuterie board and not like a cutting board. So you shouldn't use it for food prep. Next up, we have the Amika Forget Frizz Anti-Frizz Shampoo and Conditioner Bundle. It has a $56 value. It says, say goodbye to frizz for up to 72 hours with this powerful duo that delivers up to 74% smoother hair. It hydrates without weighing hair down and creates a protective shield against humidity so you can enjoy silky smooth brands no matter the weather. It's your new go-to for frizz-free, touchably soft hair. So, 275 milliliters each. It says best for medium to thick, coarse, wavy, and coily hair types, 2A to 4C, but all hair types can use. I'll probably skip this. It is a new product, I believe, or at least a new formula. I've gotten the Amika sets the last few times I think they've been offered, and part of me gets annoyed because the bottles are so tall that they don't really fit into like the bin that I store shampoos. And then I also do tend to either use a hair mask or just go through the conditioner faster than the shampoo, so it doesn't necessarily make sense for me to have a set. I did note, after I filmed the last video, they did add the Amika, what is it called? Whatever the Amika hair mask is, Soul Food is what it's called. So they did add that to customization 7, so I am thinking of picking that up as a choice in customization 7, probably in addition to whatever else I said in that video. I do also like Dove hair masks. I use the Virtue shampoo. I'll put the one that I use up on the screen, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with that at the moment. So I'll probably skip on this one, unless I guess Abby Young uploads a video where she talks about how wonderful this is. So I'm probably going to skip on that one. Next up, we have the Nutrafol Skin Clear Skin Nutraceutical 1 month supply, has an $88 value. It says this daily supplement works from the inside out, targeting 6 root causes of mild to moderate acne for clearer, smoother skin. It helps reduce breakouts, blackheads, and redness while improving texture and hydration in as little as 4 weeks. It says basically it's skin support in capsule form. So you get 120 capsules. So I guess you take 4 capsules daily, which is kind of a lot. Take 4 capsules once daily with a meal. It says for best results, take for a minimum of 4 to 12 weeks and beyond. Do not exceed recommended serving. Store in a cool, dry place. So I'm going to skip over the FDA disclaimer that I said last time. So I am not any kind of physician or nutritionist, so I encourage you to look into the ingredients to see if they suit you and your needs. I think it is a shame that you only get a 1 month supply and you basically have to take them for at least a month to, I guess, notice any differences. They do have like vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc, selenium. So yeah, just be really careful. If you have any questions, consult your doctor to make sure you're not kind of overdosing on any vitamins. I'm going to be skipping on that one though. Oh, and that's US only. So makes sense as a supplement that it would be US only. Next up, we have the Splits 59 Gym Tote, $80 value. It says the sleek and functional Gym Tote keeps all your workout essentials organized while adding a sporty edge to your everyday look. Lightweight and versatile, it transitions effortlessly from the gym to errands or a casual outing. Designed for movement and style, it's your new favorite grab-and-go bag. So it measures 21 by 6.25 by 13.5 inches, made out of polyester, and it says wipe clean. I thought this one had a zip closure. I'll insert the reel where they show this again, just so you can kind of see it up close, but I like it. I like the color. I don't think I would get any use out of it, so I'm going to be skipping on that one. Next up, we have the Elemis Dynamic Resurfacing Facial Pads, $65 value. It says these one-step facial pads gently exfoliate using a mild AHA to smooth and even skin without stripping essential moisture. Powered by patented tri-enzyme technology and a probiotic ferment complex, they help lift away dead skin cells and boost natural cell turnover. The result, a brighter, more refreshed complexion with zero fuss. So 60 pads. It says to use every morning and evening after cleansing. Again, if you have more sensitive skin, you might want to kind of work up to that. They do have fragrance. Lactic acid is the active, I think. They have papaya enzyme as well, which again could be something that causes some irritation. So those were the main things. Other than that, if you like kind of a pre-soaked pad to do exfoliation, these don't seem to be kind of a bad choice here. I will probably skip these. I have toners and things that I just put onto a cotton pad, so I'll probably skip, but wipes like this can also be good for the body as well. Sometimes I do that. So next up, we have the Sunday Citizen Snug Lap Throw in Cherry Lacquer, $68 value. It says crafted from the signature Snug fabric blend, which I'm not familiar with. This lightweight Snug Lap Throw delivers cloud-like softness in a perfectly sized blanket. It's ideal for cozy nights on the couch or travel-ready comfort on the go. Machine washable and Oca-Tex, is that how you say that? Certified. It's as easy to care for as it is to love. So it's 60 by 48 inches, machine washable and tumble dry low. 100% polyester microfiber. So I haven't tried this type of blanket from this brand. It looks quite similar to like my Barefoot Dreams blanket, which honestly I sometimes prefer to like one of my unhide blankets because it's not quite as hot. And this one, as you can tell, kind of blends in a little bit into my couch. So again, I'm kind of tempted by this. Like I said, I do like this color that they've gone with. I don't really need another blanket, but I do like it. I don't know how much this measures. I might look it up just for like comparison's sake. But yeah, I do love machine washable blanket. So that one's a maybe. I also really like, this is the apparel item I mentioned. It's the Shop We Wore What? Is that the actual title? Oversized crew neck in small, medium, large, extra large, extra, extra large, or extra, extra, extra large, $68 value. It says this oversized crew neck sweatshirt features a relaxed, boxy fit made from soft, stretchy cotton fleece that moves with you. Ribbing at the cuffs and waistband adds a polished touch. With the signature WWW patch, so that's kind of on the lower left, I guess, gives it a stylish finish. Available in sizes small through extra, extra, extra large, it's the ultimate blend of comfort and street style. So it's machine washable, tumble or hang dry. I thought, so when you go to their actual website, they say to hand wash with cool water. Do not tumble dry, hang dry. So I certainly like, I guess, the FabFitFun instructions more. And even if, I guess, FabFitFun said to hand wash it, I'm not going to hand wash a cotton sweatshirt. I feel like sometimes brands say that for items that should be machine washable and they just don't want their customer base to get mad at them if something bad happens. You know, like a brand should stand behind the quality of their garments, where like something like a cotton sweatshirt, like there are millions of cotton sweatshirts out there that are machine washable, so there's no reason on its face that this shouldn't be. If it's like a really fancy dress or something that has like lots of appliques or, you know, different materials that can't get wet, then sure, I understand that, but I don't know, guys. I do plan to get, I think, the extra large in the sweatshirt, so again, I will model that for you in my unboxing. But no shipping restrictions. So next up we have the Noon and Moon pie dish in cherry lacquer or taupe, $65 value. It says, this 9-inch pie dish in cherry lacquer or taupe looks good on every table and bakes like a dream. Whether you're gifting it or keeping it, no judgment, it's an instant fall classic. So it says 9-inch diameter, dishwasher safe, microwave and oven safe up to 475, and it's made out of ceramic. So I do like the look of these, and I guess I see the value in having kind of a deeper pie dish like this. I don't think we have one at the moment. I have like a glass Pyrex and I have like a metal pie pan. So if you wanted to do like a really deep dish pie or like a quiche or something that needs a little bit more height, then yeah, I can understand going for something like this. I don't know if it says how tall it is. I did just want to note though that I went on Serious Eats, which is a cooking website. You might know Kenji Lopez Alt, I think is his full name. He did the cookbook. Is it called Serious Eats? I can't remember. But anyway, really well-known chef. And the Serious Eats website does a lot of like equipment reviews and things kind of like Cooks Illustrated. And their recommendation for like the best type of pie pan is just like a really inexpensive metal one, because the metal conducts heat better to the pie crust and like helps browning and all that. So you can get those for, again, like about 15 bucks, I think, on Amazon. I don't know. I like to put out options and let you guys know if I think there might be good alternatives to certain items. I'm kind of on the fence about that, but again, if you just need like a basic pie dish for pumpkin pie, pecan pie, whatever, you might consider just a metal pie pan for less than the cost of an additional item. So I think that's it for that one. 2 more choices here. Okay, so we have the Meso Goods Helen White candle holder, $69 value. It says handcrafted in India from stainless steel and coated in a creamy powder finish. This wavy candle holder adds a modern sculptural touch to your home. Designed to hold 2 taper candles, it brings a soft ambient glow to dinner parties or styled shelves. It's a minimalist statement piece with just the right amount of edge. So these measure 9.25 inches long by 2 inches wide by 3.5 inches high. It says decorative use candle holder. Place taper candles in the specific holes. Candles not included. And it's steel with a powder coat finish. So not really my style. And also taper candles make me nervous as someone who can be a little clumsy at times. I prefer to have just like little, like small kind of votive size candles, and I'll just get like a, economy pack of little tea lights from Amazon and just stick those in there. So that's usually what I go with. So I'm going to be skipping on those. And then finally, the Luxe Choice here is an additional $49, which is quite a lot. Solo Wave 4-in-1 Skincare Wand Kit, $207 value. It says this award-winning skincare wand combines 4 powerful technologies: red light therapy, galvanic current, facial massage, and therapeutic warmth to visibly improve skin tone and texture. It helps smooth the appearance of fine lines, fade blemishes, reduce puffiness, and boost the absorption of your favorite serums and creams. Think of it as your pocket-sized facialist ready to deliver that glow up anytime. So you do get a travel case, and it has a magnetic USB charging cable, also an activating serum, which I think you need for the current. So the red light, it's 630 nanometers, I think, for red light. It has 14 LEDs. The head rotation is 180 degrees for targeted treatment. The battery is rechargeable and lasts up to 90 minutes, so about 7 treatments. And I think that's about it here. So I'm going to skip on this. I have a couple red light masks actually, so I do think red light has skincare benefits. I have a New Face, which I don't use as often because I was getting a little concerned about using electrical current. And the facial massage and warmth, you can just use like a gua sha or whatever. So I'm going to be skipping on that, but I know these are kind of popular devices. It's also kind of expensive. I don't know what kind of deals they run on the Solo Wave website or whatever, but I don't know. I have a feeling you can probably get a good deal on those elsewhere. And that is US and Canada only. All right, so before I do kind of a wrap up here, I did just want to note that FabFitFun will often throw in additional items that they don't spoil into the actual customization. So they did post a little short on their YouTube page where I was trying to like pause it to like see if there was anything that I didn't see in the spoilers. I think they had added a robe, for example, to customization 1. Sometimes we just see kind of repeat items from previous seasons, but yeah, I did see that. So I will link that for you down below if you want to kind of check it out. I think the robe was from Line and Dot, if that means anything. And as far as Luxe choices, so I think the kind of Luxe choice spoiler was just for maybe their social media postings. There wasn't going to be a different category of Luxe choices. So I think we had 2 this season, if I'm remembering, the perfume and the Solo Wave. Okay, so just quickly recapping, going back to 3, skipping the Stick Up Hair, might get the Glow Recipe, probably get some of the Rare Beauty blushes, maybe the necklace, skipping the lunch bag and the salt and pepper, and the wallet and the hair oil, and of course the dating app. For 2, the Ilia highlighter, maybe the Orbe dry shampoo is kind of what I'm thinking. And for 1, maybe the blanket, probably the sweatshirt, maybe a pie dish, just for those, specific uses I mentioned. And I think that's it. So let me know what you guys are excited about from these spoilers. And again, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And hopefully I'll be back before too long to let you know what I think of all the things that I got in my box. So hope you guys are doing well and staying safe, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.